I'm here to review with you a few difficulties that you are having based on what you've been sent to me about. And I also want to let you know that there's a few things in reference to confidentiality. Whatever you say to me during this session will be kept between me and you, unless there's a situation where your actions or the things that you tell me are something that may cause harm to the elderly or to the young or the mentally challenged. Then I'm mandated that I have to report that. So we're going to move forward with our session, and I just wanted to let you know that anything that we talk about will be kept between me and you. Would you like a little bit to drink, some water or anything? Okay, good. So moving on, I just want to let you know I will be writing down some things when we talk. Is that okay? All right. So the initial purpose of this meeting that we're having today is to discuss what your issues are. So could you please tell me what are some of the things that you come to me to talk about?
What my issue is coming from a normal classroom at Mount Pleasant Elementary to a gifted classroom at Claymont Elementary.
Wow, that sounds like that could be very difficult. How are things at Mount Pleasant Elementary?
At Mount Pleasant, things were rough at first, but then when I made friends and started to get used to it, the curriculum, it got better.
It got better? I see. So moving forward, you said you just transitioned into Claymont Elementary,
Yes, sir.
into the gifted program. Well, congratulations on your transitioning toward that. I'm sure that was pretty rough. But tell me some things that are going on at Claymont now that is a little different from Mount Pleasant.
At Claymont, there is a harder curriculum, and I had to make new friends over here.
Okay. Well, could you tell me what makes Claymont harder than the previous Parkside school?
There's basically harder math, harder reading, and then we get some new subjects here and there that other people would do, like other grades would do.
Okay. And how do you feel about the friends that you've made at Claymont Elementary?
I feel like they're basically the same as most of my other friends, but I really haven't gotten to get to know them that well yet.
And that's mainly due to you just starting off. How long ago has it been since you transitioned into your youth program?
Since late January.
Late January. And last year, what school did you attend?
Parkside.
Parkside. I thought you went to Mount Pleasant. So you're telling me that you went to, so basically we're talking about three schools as of right now. There was Parkside, then there was Mount Pleasant, and now there's Claymont. So you've transitioned an awful lot in the past year.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So where was Parkside?
Parkside is in Pennsylvania.
So it was in Pennsylvania. Okay. So you were living in Pennsylvania?
Yes.
Okay. So you were living in Pennsylvania, then you moved to Delaware.
Yes, sir.
And now you're at one school in Delaware, and then you just moved to another school in Delaware. So you've been moving around a lot. So what are some of the things that you do that helps you cope with all of these transitions? What are some of the things that you do?
Play with my brother, play video games,
working in Delaware as well?
Yes, sir.
So there's been a transition within yourself as well as your family. So what are some of the things that you do other than go to school now for in Delaware?
I play lacrosse.
Okay.
I go to the clubhouse, you know, that we live in an apartment, and I play basketball. And that's pretty much it.
All right. So it sounds like you do have some supports in the community as well. You're playing lacrosse, you're playing basketball, and what is the clubhouse?
The clubhouse is a place at the apartment complex where you can go. It's like a recreational center, but just for the apartment complex.
Recreation. So it's great that you have time to play sports and things like that. So that's really good to hear. Um, so what would it look like if you were going to Claymont and everything was going well? What would that look like to you?
It would basically be things were still on a good level of things were still the same level of complexity, like the subjects and everything. And
But that would mean it was the gifted program now, would it? Okay. Okay. Well, clearly, you're a very, very bright child, and it's a pleasure to sit here and talk with you. But just understand that when we move forward and we go up to a level, that's the level that we earn. And I really feel that you've accomplished a great deal in a small amount of time. So moving forward, is there anyone at your school that you can talk to about some of the trouble that you've been having and with this transition?
I can talk with my friends and look for advice. I can talk with our students or someone.
Nice. Have you been to your teacher to let her know or let him know about the situation? Okay. Well, that may be a good start. How do you think that conversation would go if you spoke to your teacher to let her know that you were having a little difficulty?
Good.
Okay. What would be a way that you could start that conversation out?
Ask her for help.
Okay. What are the areas that you feel you need the most help in?
Reading and comprehension.
So are there anything that you can do on your own to help improve your reading comprehension?
Practice at home.
Good. Very nice. Practice at home. Well, just to let you know, I was in the past. I was always in a situation where I was a grade level ahead of most of my peers. So, where most people were in the fourth grade and maybe 9 years old, I was only 8 years old. So I do uh, have a bit of familiarity with the difficulties that you may have shared. But I'm here to let you know that it's definitely accomplished. You can accomplish great things as long as you work hard and continue to ask the individuals around you for help. Um, so moving forward, I want to share with you some possible assignments for the next time that we see each other. Next time that you go to school or you're experiencing a little bit of difficulty in reading, just raise your hand and let the teacher know. Or maybe ask at the end of class, whatever works best for you, to be able to talk with her and maybe have her give you some pointers on how you can move forward. How's your relationship with your parents? Do you speak with them about helping you out in school or the difficulties you may be having? You have. How are those conversations go? So moving forward, how do you feel about informing others and questioning others for that possible help that you could receive? How do you feel about that?
I feel like it depends who I ask.
So you're not always comfortable asking others? You are? No. So what stops you from feeling like you need to talk with other people?
Because most likely, I don't think they would have the right information.
Okay. All right. Well, but that is your teacher, correct? Okay. So if she's teaching class, I think she's an expert in what it is that you may need to learn. How about maybe even asking your parents? I know that they may not have been in school recently. They do know. Okay. All right. Well, our next meeting, if it's okay with you, I would like to see you next week, the same time and the same day, if that fits into your schedule. And you can check with your parents to see if they're able to bring you. And I'll also go outside and introduce myself and speak with them as well. But if you can come back next week, I want us to be able to share how the conversation went when you spoke with your teacher or spoke with your dean of students for help. So let's try to at least one time between today and our next meeting to be able to go speak with them when we find that little bit of difficulty, whether it's in reading and comprehension, or maybe even math or science or other areas. Do you think that we could work on that? Maybe asking for a little bit of help, and then we come back and talk about how that went? What you say?
Yes.
Oh, great. So are there any other things that you may want to talk about or share with me that may be giving you trouble as well?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in today. It was definitely a pleasure meeting with you. All right. And we can head on out, and then we have a small lollipop and a few other things, and I'll go out and